Hey, this is Greg at Best Choice Trailers. Today I'm going to take you for a walk around the Lamar H6 equipment trailer. Trailer shown here has got a few options. Shown is a 102 by 20 foot, 14,000 pound GVW. Take you for a walk around the trailer, show you some of the standard features we like, as well as some of the options that we've added to this trailer. So again, starting off, it is a 102-inch deck. For those not familiar, that would simply mean we've taken the standard 83-inch trailer and it extended it out to a 102-inch deck. That's what the diamond tread plate's for. Lamar, unlike many manufacturers, does a standard 83-inch wide frame, and then they also put a structural channel outer side rail. Some manufacturers in the industry will take a cross member the whole way out and just have an outer side rail. This gets you an extra frame, gives you some additional extra strength. Generally as well, when we do a 102-inch width, we're going to do a drive-over fender. One of the things we like on Lamar, these are a 9 to 10 foot fender. Industry standard on drive-overs, it varies, but a lot are going to do a 78-inch. A normal fender is a 72 or a 6 foot. So again, some drive-overs you're only getting 6 extra inches of ramp. This one here, you're getting a lot more than that. A couple other features on their drive-over fenders. Not only is the fender a lot heavier, you've got your traditional center gusset, but you've also got your prop at the front and rear. And then we also like how they box it out. Boxes out your lights, gives it some additional strength. Another thing they do that we see a lot of manufacturers don't necessarily do would be the gusset on the beaver tail. Gives some extra strength to the beaver tail. Standard here would be a rub rail and stake pockets, and then we also add some D-rings. Okay, another feature that we really like on these are the over width ramps. Not only are they over width, but they've also got the expanded mesh on them. Nice feature, gives you good traction. They put an adjustable knee also on the ramp, and instead of a single spring assist at the back, it's got the dual spring assist. And then you also notice it's got the tubular center support, and then the ramp treads, instead of being channel, are also box tube. Love the ramp style on this. They do the newer style bullet LED lights. Again, this does have the charcoal gray powder coat, and then it's got the black wagon wheels. Charcoal on black is definitely a sharp look. It's got treated 2x8 deck. They do a pipe headache rack instead of your traditional angle iron or channel. Cast adjustable coupler is standard. Notice the cast coupler. This is something that's fairly new. It's a 21,000 pound rated coupler for one, which you don't normally see in a 2-bolt setup. So we like that. It's made by Demco. For those not familiar, Demco builds some very nice product, higher end product. This is also what they call an easy latch coupler. For those not familiar, this is an awesome coupler. You simply pull it up. As you would lower it down on the ball, this is actually going to auto close. Very, very slick setup. It still has the pin for the safety. You notice the wiring harness is not only sealed, but it's also a blue cold weather rated harness. That harness will stay flexible down to negative temperatures, very handy. Like many in the industry, they've got the 12K jack. If you're not familiar, 12K jack's got your grease zerts. Ball bearings inside are replaceable. It's got the spring-loaded jack, so you simply pull the pin out, it'll spring up. Got a lot of extension, no need to carry around wood blocks with this. Also notice they pinstripe the trailer, gives it a nice look. For those not familiar with, or as familiar with trailers, this has structural channel floor cross members. So in the last couple of years, there's been a big push for a fabricated steel floor cross member. This is a structural channel. If you're not familiar with fab steel, a stake pocket would be fab. That's a flat piece of steel that's put in a press brake and formed. It'll hold a decent amount of vertical load, but it doesn't do so well whenever you start to twist on the trailer, whenever you take it off-road, whenever you put a load on it. So these cross members on this are all structural channel. Structural channel is kind of old school, still used quite often, but there's a big push for fab. So again, structural is a little bit heavier, a little bit more expensive. Again, starting to, some manufacturers move away from it. You notice underneath those were 16 on center cross members. We have those put on many of our equipment trailers instead of a 24. Slipper spring suspension on this instead of an eye-to-eye. Slipper spring is pretty common on a 14K GVW trailer. One thing that they do that we oftentimes don't see is that grease zert in the middle. That is often referred to as a wet bolt kit. They put that on standard. Just slipper spring is very heavy duty, generally lasts most times the life of the trailer. The wet bolt kit just makes it a little more serviceable. On these, are using a Provider radial. We've been pretty happy with the Provider tires. 235, 80, 16, 10 ply. Pretty standard tire for on your 7K axles. It is a Dexter brand axle. It has the newer forward adjusting brakes, and it's got the Easy Lube hubs. Little detail, Lamar uses 9/16 studs instead of 1/2 inch. It's a little bit heavier duty lug than we normally would see. This trailer is powder coated. Something like this, normally on a 7 wide with regular ramps, non-driver fenders, trailer's gonna weigh in about 2,800. This one with some of the add-ons, you're gonna get up about 33, 34 on the dry weight. Payload on that, 14,000 minus the 34 is gonna give you about 10.6 for legal payload plus your tongue weight. If you have any questions on this one, give us a ring, 717-220-4220, or visit us on the web at bestchoicetrailers.com.